Hey everyone, it's Alexis, and today I will be giving you a tour of my 4-bedroom New York City apartment. So I first made an apartment tour video last year, and I thought I would do an updated version. A lot has changed since we moved into our apartment. There is 5 of us living here right now. I have been living here for over a year now. We signed our lease last February. I stayed in this apartment for the entirety of 2020, so me and this apartment are bros. We have been through thick and thin together. It's my safe space, and I definitely have attachment issues to this apartment. We live in uptown Manhattan. That's all I'm gonna say. We all pay less than $900 a month for this apartment. It's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. We have a separate kitchen and living room and a very long hallway. We live in a pre-war building. We have an elevator in our building. Our space in this apartment is huge. We got very lucky to get a very big apartment. When I moved into this apartment, I was expecting to move into a room about half of the size of the room that I have. I bought barely any furniture. I didn't even buy a real dresser. I just bought little drawers, and I got a very small bed. I just got barely anything because I wanted to make sure it all fit. So when I walked into my bedroom to move in, I was like, oh my gosh, this is huge. We are very lucky with space. All of us have pretty big rooms, which is the opposite problem you usually have. Usually when you move to New York, you walk into your room and you're like, oh, so I won't be sleeping on a bed because it's so small. So now I will show you a tour of our apartment. Let's start at the front. Come on. Okay, so we are in the entryway of my apartment. And so as you can see, it opens up into a foyer. So when you walk in, we have a good amount of space right here. We do have a drying rack and a counter that we need to put into our kitchen right here. That's not usually there, but we just have no space in our closet for our drying rack, and this we haven't put up yet. But then we have a shoe rack right here, my boyfriend's skateboard, and we have a big closet right here. So this closet right here is where we keep all of our coats. It's kind of weird because it isn't a normal door. We have this old hatch that you have to twist to get it open. And we have a million coats in here right now, so it's very hard to open and close. All of us have to have at least 8 coats because we have so many coats in here. It's so hard to close it. Up there we just keep some paint supplies because some of us have painted our rooms. And yeah, so that's our closet. I'm out of breath from trying to close that closet. A great thing about our apartment is we have so much storage. We have 3 closets that are huge. So that is something that you don't see much. So now we are in my roommate Kimmy's room, and her room is technically the biggest room in the apartment. She has this huge built-in closet in her room, which is amazing for her. It stores so much stuff and it is just incredible. Incredible closet. Her room, we are thinking when the building was first built, was the dining room because of these dining lights right here. Everyone else just has overhead lighting, but she has these scoop dining lights. Yeah, she has a very beautiful room. It has French doors right here that connect to our living room. So she just puts a curtain up, and our TV in the living room is up against the French doors on the other side, so no one uses them. No one walks into her room through the French doors. When picking our rooms, she said that she's not that light of a sleeper, so it didn't really matter if people were making noise in the living room because you can kind of hear pretty well between the 2 rooms because they share doors, but she didn't really care, so that's kind of how she ended up with this room. So now I'm in our living room, and we use our living room also to eat our meals at the table. Our kitchen is pretty long and skinny, so it doesn't really fit a table. So we have our kitchen table in our living room. We recently painted our living room. We painted the walls all a very, very light gray. It almost looks white. And then we painted an accent wall blue. The walls used to be like a yellowish white color. Most of the rooms in the apartment are painted that color, but we thought we would change it up and make it feel a little homier, a little warmer in here, and now everything in the living room is kind of tied more together because we painted. Since we have a good amount of space, we're able to have a full-size couch and then a love seat, which is very nice considering we have 4 people who live here and my boyfriend is living with us right now too. So it's very nice to have that space. And then we also have the kitchen table in case people need to sit there too. We have a bar cart right here where we keep all of our alcohol. And then we have this cute sign too that we haven't put up yet that lights up that says "But first drinks." We just got it the other day. So we're gonna hang it right above the bar cart right there. So this is closet number 2. We literally called this the 5th bedroom when we moved in because there was so much space in it. Like you can fully go in there and like sit with 2 or 3 people. In this closet, we kind of have a lot of things going on, but we have our ladder in here and we used to have that drying rack from right here in this closet, but it's kind of been taken over with all of our clothes from our small business, Empire State Thrift, that me and my roommates run. If you're curious what it is, it's a thrifting business. I made a whole video about it. You can go watch it and follow us on Instagram. But we have a lot of our stuff from our business in this closet. And then up here, we kind of have all of our suitcases, extra bedding, because our couch pulls out into a queen bed for if we have guests, which we haven't really had many this year. And we have just other things tucked away back there that I have no idea what they are, and I don't even remember because I can't reach them or see them. So that's this closet. So right next to the closet is one of my favorite features of the apartment. So instead of a fire escape, we have a secret staircase that leads us outside of the apartment. It's super nice. We can access the roof from this staircase. Don't know if we're allowed to or not, but we can. That's like a really fun feature of this apartment that I love. So now we are in my roommate Ryan's room, and his room is right in the middle of the apartment. His room is super nice because he has his own bathroom. So his room is kind of an unconventional shape. It's very long and skinny. It has this alcove right here where he puts his dresser, but I mean, it's still a pretty big sized room for New York City. So he has this closet right here, and then in this door is his bathroom, which is super cool. He has his own bathroom right inside his room, which is literally a luxury. It's very small, just like a toilet, sink, mirror, and shower. At the beginning of the kitchen, this is like an old dumbwaiter from when they used to use that in this building. I mean, I already said, but we live in a pre-war building, so there are some like features in here that aren't used anymore, obviously, but we have a dumbwaiter that's closed off that doesn't work anymore. And then this is where we buzz people into the apartment. And then our fridge. We have a pretty big fridge, which is nice because we need it since we have 4/5 people living here. Always stocked. So our kitchen is pretty long and skinny, as you can see. So we don't really have room for a table in here, but that shelf by the front we are going to put here and kind of use as a table. We have 2 just like random bar stools in here that we have been using to just sit on when we want to sit in the kitchen. So we'll just pull it up to the counter right here, but ideally we will have a shelf right here that we can sit on and use as like a little breakfast table, or you know, if you want to sit in the kitchen, if you're sick of walking all the way to the living room to eat your food, you'll have something right here. And it's just more counter space too. We also are very blessed to have a dishwasher. That's kind of a rare find, but I mean, unpopular opinion, but a lot of people say you don't need a dishwasher in New York City, but I personally think you do if you live with more than 3 people. If we didn't have our dishwasher, Like, we would just have dishes piled up constantly. And then we have a full-size oven, full-size microwave. We bought this rack right here because we don't really have like a kitchen pantry or anything. We have a ton of shelves, but as you can see, I'm about this tall and our shelves go up to that tall. So there's a lot that we can't reach in there, but my one roommate is 6'3" and my boyfriend's 6'1", so they keep their stuff way up there sometimes because I'm only 5'4" and I can't reach that. Next up, we have closet number 3. Not as big as the second one, but still very helpful. So we keep miscellaneous boxes at the top. We have cleaning supplies and toilet paper and paper towels and laundry stuff right here. We keep extra towels here and some more toilet paper. And then here is just kind of miscellaneous. We have tools and we have just extras of things. If we have extra toiletries or anything, we kind of keep them in here. And then down here is where we keep more toilet paper and just all of our reusable bags. In New York City, you have to pay 5 cents per bag, so we don't want to pay that, obviously, and we want to, you know, save the world. So we use reusable bags. So now we're in my roommate Maggie's room. She was my roommate that was not here when I filmed the last tour. So her room was kind of set up, but not how she really wanted it because she was not here. So now she's been back for a month or 2. So she has decorated her room, and here it is. So her room is nice because she has 2 huge windows, one right here, one right here. So she definitely has the most natural light out of all of us, which is super nice and works super well with her room. She has a very like nature-filled room. She has an amazing view of the city, like out her window. You can see the Freedom Tower from her room, which is crazy because we live pretty far uptown, so the Freedom Tower is pretty far away. Her room is a pretty big size as well. I mean, she has enough room for a queen bed. So the next room is in between Maggie's room and my room is our bathroom. So how I said Ryan has his own bathroom. The other bathroom is shared between me and my 2 roommates, Maggie and Kimmy. It's at the very end of the hallway and it's a fine bathroom. I mean, nothing too special about it. We have our shower. I don't really love our shower personally because we have the shower head in the middle of the shower. Usually it's like on the end, so I really am not a huge fan of that. We have our sink right here and we have this mirror right here, which is nice. It has storage in it. You can open up these things. Just a bathroom, pretty long and skinny. That's kind of the theme of our whole apartment, is it's very long and skinny. So the last room of the apartment is my room. My room is at the very end of the hallway. It has a lot of floor space because of the way I organized it. In my last apartment tour, my room was painted a totally different color and was a totally different setup. I have painted my room since we moved in, so I don't have those yellow walls. My walls are very light gray that almost looks white, and then a dark gray. And then I have my desk. So since I work from home and my room is also my office, I spend most of my day in my room. It's nice I have a lot of space. I have been working on renovating my room for the past like 9 months. So I think I finally have it how I want it. It is a beauty. I love my room. And that was my apartment tour. The one thing I love about New York City apartments is they have so much character and they are always so weird. Like, there is always something that you find in your apartment that's so strange and unique and no one else has it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel and comment if you have any questions about my apartment. I love living here and I love living in New York, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.